The pain does not arrive like a warning bell. It comes like a quiet thief. One moment you are standing in your kitchen reaching for a glass of water, and the next your chest tightens as if an invisible hand has wrapped itself around your heart and is slowly squeezing. Your breath shortens. Your left arm feels heavy. A strange wave of fear rises in your throat. Not loud, not dramatic, just deeply unsettling. And the most terrifying realization hits you all at once. You are alone. For millions of seniors over 60, this exact moment is not a story. It is a reality that can happen at any time, in any place, without permission. And in those first critical minutes, what you do next can mean the difference between seeing another sunrise or becoming another silent statistic. This is not meant to scare you. It is meant to prepare you. Welcome to the Healthy Senior Lab. Today, we are talking about something every senior must understand. Not someday, not later, but now. How to survive a heart attack when you are alone after 60, and the life-saving steps that can keep you alive long enough for help to reach you. Heart attacks do not always look like they do in movies. There is often no dramatic collapse, no sharp scream, no instant blackout. For older adults, especially, the signs can be quieter and more confusing. A dull pressure in the chest that feels like indigestion, a sudden wave of exhaustion that makes your legs weak, shortness of breath that feels like the air has thickened around you, nausea, cold sweats, a sense of doom you cannot explain. Many seniors ignore these signs. They sit down, they tell themselves it is just gas, just age, just another ache that will pass. They don't want to bother anyone. They don't want to overreact, and in that hesitation, precious time slips away. Imagine an older man named Robert. He's 72, lives alone since his wife passed, independent, proud. That evening, he feels a pressure in his chest while watching television. He rubs his sternum, shifts in his chair, takes a sip of water. 10 minutes pass. The pressure spreads into his jaw. His breathing feels shallow. Still, he waits. He tells himself he will rest and see how he feels. But a heart attack does not wait. The heart muscle begins to starve for oxygen. Every minute without action increases the damage. Every minute reduces survival. This is why understanding what to do in those first moments is not medical trivia, it is survival knowledge. The first and most important thing to understand is this: if you are over 60 and experience sudden chest discomfort, shortness of breath, or unexplained weakness, assume it is serious until proven otherwise. Do not try to be brave. Do not try to be polite. Your life is worth more than embarrassment. The moment you suspect a heart attack, your focus must narrow to one goal: stay alive long enough for help to arrive. Your body may urge you to lie down. Resist that instinct unless you feel faint. Sitting upright or in a semi-reclined position reduces strain on the heart and helps you breathe more easily. If you are in a chair, stay there. If you are standing, sit down carefully. Avoid walking around unnecessarily. Your heart is already under stress. Fear will rush in. Your thoughts may scatter. This is normal. Your brain is reacting to a sudden drop in oxygen and a surge of stress hormones. You must slow yourself mentally. Take slow, controlled breaths in through your nose and out through your mouth. This is not about relaxation. It's about preventing panic from worsening the heart's workload. Many seniors ask a painful question afterwards if they survive. Why did I not act sooner? The answer is simple and human. We are taught our entire lives to endure discomfort, to push through, to not make a fuss. After 60, this mindset can be deadly. Another common mistake is waiting for pain to become unbearable. Heart attack pain does not always escalate dramatically. Sometimes it stays dull but deadly. The absence of sharp pain does not mean safety. There is also a dangerous myth that heart attacks always happen suddenly and violently. In reality, many unfold slowly over 30 minutes or more. This window is your chance. If you have access to a phone, keep it within reach. Not across the room, not on the counter, within arm's length. If you feel symptoms intensifying, do not waste time unlocking contacts or searching numbers. Emergency services exist for this exact reason. You are not overreacting, you are responding appropriately. If aspirin has been prescribed to you, or you've been told by a doctor it is safe, chewing a regular adult aspirin can help slow clot formation. Chewing allows it to enter the bloodstream faster. This is not a cure, it's a temporary measure, and it does not replace calling for help. But what if the phone feels heavy in your hand? What if your fingers shake? What if fear whispers that you might be wrong? This is where preparation matters. Because in a real emergency, your ability to think clearly will be compromised. That's why we're walking through this now, calmly, while you are safe. Living alone does not mean you are helpless. Knowledge is a form of protection. Awareness is a shield. As we move forward, we're going to talk about the specific life-saving actions you can take step by step, even when you feel weak, even when you are scared, even when every second feels heavy. These are not complicated medical procedures. They are practical decisions designed for real seniors in real homes facing a real emergency alone. And in the next part, we'll go deeper into the exact moments after you realize something is truly wrong, including the mistakes that cost lives and the simple choices that can save them. The moment you accept that something is truly wrong, everything changes. This is the turning point, not the pain itself, not the fear, but the decision to act. Your heart may be struggling, but your choices still matter more than you realize. Your body may feel heavy now, your chest pressure may deepen. There may be a strange burning sensation or an ache spreading across your shoulders, into your back, down your left arm, sometimes even into both arms. Your breathing may feel shallow, like you can't quite get enough air no matter how hard you try. Some seniors feel dizzy, others feel nauseated. Some feel an overwhelming fatigue that makes it hard to lift their head. This is not the time to test your limits. This is the time to conserve every ounce of strength. If you have already sat down, stay seated. Keep your back supported. If possible, slightly elevate your legs unless doing so makes breathing harder. Loosen any tight clothing around your neck, chest, or waist. These small actions reduce strain and help your body focus on survival. Now here's something many people don't realize. During a heart attack, your heart rhythm can become unstable. You may feel palpitations or an irregular heartbeat. This can trigger panic, and panic causes rapid breathing, which increases the heart's oxygen demand. You must fight that urge. Slow your breathing. Count silently if it helps. Inhale for 4 seconds, exhale for 6. Long, controlled exhales send a signal to your nervous system that helps calm the heart slightly. This does not stop a heart attack, but it can prevent it from worsening too quickly. If you have already called emergency services, keep the line open if you can. Put the phone on speaker. Let them hear you breathe. If you suddenly cannot speak, they will still know where you are and can guide responders to you. This single step has saved countless lives. If you haven't called yet and you're still debating, listen carefully. Many seniors hesitate because they fear being wrong, but emergency responders would rather arrive and find you stable than arrive too late. A false alarm costs nothing. A delayed call can cost everything. Another critical point: do not try to drive yourself to the hospital. Even if you think you can make it, even if the hospital is only a few minutes away, driving during a heart attack is extremely dangerous. Loss of consciousness can happen suddenly. Emergency responders can begin treatment the moment they reach you. Your car cannot. As minutes pass, you may notice new sensations: a cold sweat, clammy skin, a sense of impending doom that feels almost spiritual, like your body knows something serious is happening. This feeling is common. It is not a sign of weakness. It is your body responding to stress hormones flooding your system. If you live alone, this emotional weight can feel heavier. There is no one to reassure you, no familiar voice to say it will be okay. This loneliness can amplify fear. That's why mental grounding becomes a survival tool. Talk to yourself out loud if you need to. Say your name, say where you are, say what is happening. This keeps your mind anchored. It also helps emergency services if they are on the line. Now, let's address something rarely discussed but incredibly important. Many seniors experience atypical heart attack symptoms, especially women and older adults. Instead of crushing chest pain,
They feel jaw pain, upper back pain, shortness of breath without chest pain, or extreme fatigue. Some feel a sudden flu-like illness. If this is you, do not dismiss it. Your body is not lying to you. Another mistake people make is taking medications not intended for heart attacks, hoping to fix the problem. Avoid taking anything new unless directed by a medical professional. Do not take leftover prescriptions or someone else's medication. This can complicate the situation and delay proper treatment. If you have a medical alert system or wearable device with an emergency button, use it immediately. These devices exist for moments like this. Pressing that button is not admitting defeat, it is choosing life. As time moves on, you may feel waves, moments where symptoms seem to ease slightly, followed by moments where they intensify. This does not mean the
At this stage, time feels different. Minutes stretch, seconds feel loud. Your body is doing something it has never done before, and your mind is trying to keep up. This is where survival becomes less about strength and more about awareness, positioning, and control. If symptoms suddenly intensify, and many heart attacks do worsen in waves, your first instinct might be to tense up. Do the opposite. Tension increases the heart's workload. Let your shoulders drop. Rest your hands on your thighs or the arms of the chair. Keep your jaw unclenched. These small releases matter more than they sound. If you begin to feel extremely lightheaded, like the room is dimming or tilting, this is a warning sign. It can mean your blood pressure is dropping or your heart rhythm is becoming unstable. Do not stand up. Do not rush to another room. Stay exactly where you are. Lower your head slightly and focus on slow breathing. Standing or walking in this moment can lead to collapse. Some seniors worry about choking or vomiting during a heart attack. If you feel nauseated, lean slightly to one side. Keep your airway clear. Do not lie flat unless you're instructed to do so by emergency services. Sitting upright helps prevent aspiration and makes breathing easier. Now we need to talk about something uncomfortable but vital. There's a dangerous myth that coughing forcefully can stop a heart attack. This idea has spread widely and has cost lives. Forceful coughing is not a reliable or safe method and can actually worsen your condition. Do not attempt it unless a medical professional specifically instructs you to do so in real time. Your focus should remain on three things only: breathing, staying conscious, staying connected to help. If you are on the phone with emergency services, follow their instructions exactly. They are trained to recognize changes in your voice, breathing, and responsiveness. If they ask you questions that feel repetitive or simple, answer them anyway. They are not wasting time. They are assessing your condition second by second. If you are not on the phone yet and still able to call, do it now, even if your voice is weak, even if words come out slowly. Say your location first. Then say, "I think I am having a heart attack and I am alone." Those words trigger immediate priority. While waiting, keep doors unlocked if you can do so safely without exertion. This allows responders to reach you faster. If you live in an apartment, unlocking the door can save critical minutes. Do not walk long distances to do this. If the door is too far, stay where you are. If you have pets nearby, do not worry about them right now. They will be okay. Your life comes first. Emotionally, this is often the hardest part. The mind begins to wander. Thoughts of family, regrets, fear of dying alone. This emotional surge is powerful and can overwhelm your breathing if you let it. Bring your focus back to something concrete: the sound of your breath, the feel of the chair beneath you, the voice on the phone. Staying present helps keep panic from spiraling. Many heart attack survivors later describe a moment where they felt close to giving up, where exhaustion and fear combined into a heavy sense of surrender. If that moment comes, recognize it for what it is: a stress response, not a prophecy, not the end. Your body is fighting. You must allow it to keep fighting. If you feel a sudden sharp change, like a dramatic increase in pain, a sudden inability to breathe, or a feeling that you are about to lose consciousness, say it out loud immediately if someone is on the line. Clear communication helps responders prepare. If you lose consciousness briefly and wake up again, do not assume the danger has passed. This can happen during heart rhythm disturbances. Stay seated, keep breathing slowly.
Re-engage with emergency services if possible. There is something deeply important to understand here. Surviving a heart attack alone is not about heroics. It is about buying time. Every breath you take, every minute you remain conscious, increases the chance that medical treatment can save your heart muscle and your life. You are not weak for needing help. You are wise for seeking it. As we move into the final part, we will talk about what happens as help arrives, what to expect in those final moments before responders reach you, and the crucial steps you can take after survival to protect yourself from ever facing this alone again. The sound you are listening for may not come loudly at first. It might be distant, a siren far away, footsteps in a hallway, a knock that feels softer than you expected. But when help finally arrives, it marks a profound shift. You are no longer alone in this fight. As emergency responders reach you, your job is simple. Stay as calm as you can and let them take over. They will move quickly, but with purpose. They may place oxygen on your face. They may attach monitors to your chest. They may ask questions even as they work. Answer what you can. If you cannot speak clearly, nod or gesture. Your presence, your awareness still matters. If you feel embarrassed about the state you're in, the sweat, the weakness, the fear, let that go. These professionals have seen it all. Their focus is not judgment, it is preserving your life. As they prepare to move you, they may ask about medications, allergies, or prior heart conditions. If you have a list nearby, tell them where it is. If you don't, that's okay. They will work with what they have. This is another reason preparation matters long before an emergency ever begins. When you are placed on a stretcher, many seniors describe a sudden emotional release. Tears, relief, exhaustion. All of it is normal. Your body has been under extreme stress. Let yourself feel what comes without resistance. The ride to the hospital may feel like a blur, sirens, bright lights, voices overlapping. This is not chaos, it's coordination. Every second is being used to stabilize you and minimize damage to your heart. Once you reach the hospital, treatment begins immediately. Medications to dissolve clots, procedures to restore blood flow, monitoring to stabilize your heart rhythm. Modern medicine has made incredible advances, but it only works when people survive long enough to receive it. The actions you took while alone made this possible. Now comes a quieter moment, a hospital bed, machines humming softly, a doctor explaining what happened. You may feel overwhelmed. You may feel grateful. You may feel frightened about the future. All of these emotions can coexist. Surviving a heart attack alone often leaves a deep psychological mark. Many seniors replay the moment again and again. What if I had waited longer? What if I had ignored it? This reflection is painful, but it also carries a gift, awareness. This is the moment where survival turns into prevention. The days and weeks after a heart attack are not just about physical healing. They are about building a safety net so you never face this alone again. This means having a plan, keeping emergency numbers visible, carrying a phone at all times, considering a medical alert system if you live alone, talking openly with your doctor about warning signs specific to you. It also means listening to your body differently, not dismissing discomfort, not minimizing fatigue, not assuming every symptom is just age. Aging brings changes, yes, but it does not mean suffering in silence. Many seniors emerge from this experience with a renewed sense of clarity. They realize how precious ordinary moments are. Morning light through a window, a quiet cup of tea, a phone call with family. Survival sharpens gratitude. But survival also brings responsibility to yourself, to those who care about you. To take your health seriously, not out of fear, but out of respect for the life you are still living. If you are listening to this and you have never experienced a heart attack, let this story become preparation rather than regret. Know the signs, trust your instincts, act early. If you have survived one before, let this be a reminder that your awareness saved you once and can protect you again. Being alone does not mean being powerless. Knowledge is power. Action is power. And the willingness to ask for help is one of the strongest decisions a person can make. You made it through the most frightening moments. You held on. You chose life. And that choice makes all the difference.